Mr. Bodart started his career on this show many years ago.
Quit his job to come on the show.
I did.
You quit your job to have a shot at this show.
All right.
I did, yeah, and it turned out well.
And all right, you're currently out there in the world doing a lot of. You're a free man.
You're not I'm a free man.
You're not tied to that evil boss of yours.
No.
You're out there in the cruise ships.
Doing a ton of cruise ships.
Now, are you a single man? Is that correct?
I'm a single man. I got my eye on a lady. Hopefully, she doesn't look that I'm looking at her. But
all right.
no, I can keep my eye on a few women. Here
Do
they look back?
No.
Do you have romantic encounters with these ladies on the ships?
Oh no, that's in the contract. We're not allowed to mingle.
Well, that only makes it dirty.
Yeah.
Now, Pat, you spent a lot of time doing those cruise ships. That's the case on all of them?
Not at all. In Royal Caribbean, you're allowed a little more leeway.
Oh,
that's the one I do, and I would like to know that rule.
Is that? But you have to keep 1 foot on the floor, right?
That's pretty much.
Wow. When you go into port, can you go into town and?
Yeah, you can go into port and meet a lady there.
You have a girl in every port.
Oh God, yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, what do the ones in port charge? How does that work?
You walk in with 100, you are a rich man.
Right.
No, I don't know. I don't mingle around. But I do love the ships though, and I don't want to say the last ship I was on was full of nothing but old people, but whoever was selling oxygen tanks was making a killing.
See, they're old.
A lot of old people.
There was one guy so old, he looked at the ocean and said, I remember when this was all farmland.
That's an old man, you see. Now, when you're on one of these cruise ships, typically how long are you on board? Are you on board for a week?
About a week, 2 weeks, sometimes 3.
Wow.
Oh, whoa.
How many shows do you have to do?
Some upwards of 2 a week, 2, 3 a week, maybe.
Oh, that's not
Wow.
Yeah, and so there's a lot of downtime.
What do you do?
Oh, I draw a lot. I was gambling, so I gave that up.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wait a minute. So you mean in the long run you were not winning?
No. That's the thing is, I was winning, and I got too used to it.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I'm going to win every time.
Yeah.
But turns out you don't win every time.
No, you don't. No, you sure don't.
So, but I do a lot of people watching. That's always fun. You're waiting for people at the elevator. I don't know. This is just, I don't know what it is. People don't know how to get on and on off elevators. It's always some old troll of a woman who's like, I just wants to cram her way through, and everybody's trying to get off. And I'm like, I survived the Depression. Well, you know what? Just like the bread lines, you got to wait your turn, okay?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's just people watching is always the best thing. The best place to do that is a pool. That's the best place, because I don't know. People should. I'm all for body positivity, but some people should wear a quilt.
A swimming quilt.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
A little shame is okay. A little shame's fine.
Sure.
You should be a little embarrassed. I see a lot of terrible tattoos, a lot of calf tattoos. But I saw a guy out there in his 60s out there in the pool. Fine. Bald, fine, ponytail, hilarious. Mm-hmm. He had a nipple ring, and I was like, I wonder what kind of cars he sells. But I thought maybe if I pulled that nipple ring, there'd be a string attached, and he would say something fun. Like, there's a snake in my boot, something. I don't know. But turns out there was no string attached, but he did say something. And turns out he's German. And you have been cursed at until you've been cursed at in German. Son of a... I'm like, calm down there, Adolf. But and you have to be offended because that name died out a long time ago in Argentina. But it's just... it's people are just ridiculous out there. I like to tell people. By the way, I was told by a cruise director not too long ago, could you stop making fun of the kids so much? And I was like, well, they deserve it. Because I would usually open the show and I go, this is a family-friendly comedy show, clean comedy because kids ruin everything. And usually I look at a kid in the crowd and I go, this is your fault. And I was talking to one kid one day and on a show, and I go, hey, how you doing? What are these your parents? And then he said yes, and then I heard this other voice, yes, those are our parents. And I go, ugh. I look over and I go, what's your name, Mouthy? And she told me Winter, and I go, okay. And she's about 14. Mm-hmm. Winter, and I go, oh, that's nice. what month were you born? And she goes, September. And I go, they didn't have the forethought to name me, I don't know, autumn, maybe fall. I don't know. What's your middle name? She goes, Rose. And I go, oh, Winter Rose. Winter. I go, it's nice, but it sounds like a dollar store perfume. And it turns out that is maybe too mean. So,
but it does. You're absolutely right. Our guest is comedian Jeff Bodart. And we'll talk to Jeff, see what's going on in his life. Remaining single. And hold your arm up again, please. Other one. Are those tattoos?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's got a new tattoo.
I got a new tattoo.
Yeah, there you go.
fresh.
Oh, dear.
I got.
Wait a minute. No, it's the upper arm. Is that Elvis?
Yeah, that's Elvis right there. I got touched up recently. I had a little blue. That one's new to you guys right there.
I can't see it. You're
Who
too
is
far
that?
away.
Is that
Another
Gilda?
Elvis? No, it's another Elvis.
That's another Elvis.
Oh, okay.
And
Another
then I
Elvis.
got another
TCB.
TCB with the lightning bolt.
Oh, the Elvis taking care of business.
Wow.
Oh, okay. What's the other arm? What do you got over the other arm?
Oh, and the other arm, I got try harder.
Try harder.
You know,
Just the words try harder.
yeah, just a little reminder. Hey, try harder.
Is that anybody's handwriting? Is that
This?
specific? Yeah.
No, I just used an app on my
Oh,
phone.
okay.
What's on your wrist there?
And then I got the little anchor, you know, because hope anchors the soul.
Oh, all right.
And then I got
Is that a phrase I should know?
no, I don't know.
Never heard it before.
I don't know.
That's nice.
Sorry.
No, I can't see you knowing any positive thoughts. Doomsday is coming.
I
When
thought-
he's right, he's right.
I thought maybe that was for your cruise ships, the anchor.
then
That's what I
Yeah, I
thought.
actually got it
Dean-
before the cruise
Dean and
ship,
Jerry
so.
on this
I got
side.
I got Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis over there,
Nice.
which I think I might get another. I found a Dean drawing that I like. So.
And then do you have any elsewhere?
No, I mean I got that.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. What's that thing?
It's a magic wand, and then I got this right here. It's from the Deathly Hallows from Harry Potter.
Oh.
And then that one is where a woman pissed me off. So
What does it say?
that one says I make my own future, and Oskay says that looks like I make my own furniture.
Well, you know what? Oskay's a troublemaker.
Yeah, he is a
What he
troublemaker.
is.
That would
I
be.
mean, he's not wrong.
That'd be a great tattoo.
Make my own furniture.
Are you still making the wands?
No, I don't have time. I'm too busy. I'm on the water too much.
You can't make wands in
You only
the
have
boat?
2 shows
No,
a week. You got lots of time.
Seems like you'd have a lot of time to make wands. on the boat.
Yeah, nobody wants to walk into a room that's full of just sanding. You know, just a lot of
saying.
with sawdust.
You used to made the famous turbo.
Tarbo.
Tarbo wands. No, I bought a couple of them.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Your daughters love
Yeah,
those wands.
I bought them. Yeah,
Yeah.
The
I have
Tarbo,
some
the
too.
Tarbo wand.
I even have people still waiting for him. It's like, well, I don't have time. But
How do you not? I mean, I would think. Like,
Didn't they take a wand and turn a goldfish into a cat? Isn't that right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
How would you not be in a boat like that for 3 weeks and not just jump off? I wouldn't.
well, there's just a lot of food.
Are you
And,
allowed to do a lot of things? Are you allowed to go to the gym and the pool
Oh, yeah.
and all that? Oh, okay.
I walk by the gym a lot.
That's good.
Comedian Jeff Bodart is here with us. Jeffrey started his career on this show, and I'm so pleased and proud of you for doing so well. You're on the ships like 42 weeks a year.
Yeah, it's
Doesn't that make
amazing.
it worth it that Tom's proud of you?
It does. It feels like a crazy uncle that's proud of you.
Yeah.
No, I love it. It's great.
right.
Glad to be here.
And we were talking off the air, and your favorite place to go was the East Coast, going up through Maine and Canada.
Oh,
on the
I
ships.
love Maine, and I recommend an East Coast cruise.
Yeah.
You go from Boston, and you go to Maine. You go to a couple places, and
Probably great in the fall with the colors changing.
honestly, yeah.
Nova Scotia, right?
Get an overpriced lobster roll.
Hey, listen,
Couldn't stand you explaining what it was like. It was colors in the wall.
Yeah.
Will you let him tell a
I've
story?
heard. Pat, have you been to Nova Scotia?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I've heard it's amazing. Have you
Love
been?
to do
Oh,
that
yeah.
cruise.
Yeah.
I flew out of Halifax. They keep that in Nova Scotia, and I flew out of there, and then on the 16th, 15th, I'll be flying back to Halifax, Nova Scotia.
So beautiful.
To get on another ship in the middle of their cruise. So
Cool.
yeah, and that's actually easier than getting on when everybody else gets on. So
I bet. Yeah.
oh, thousands of people.
have you ever been? You mentioned there was an emergency situation. They had to fly someone off the ship.
Yeah.
Have you ever been flown onto one?
No, and I don't. Yeah, never been flown onto one or flown off of one. I've heard of stories of comics.
Oh, yeah.
Doing so terribly, and they
Helicopter you off.
Yeah.
Do
no
they
kidding,
really?
Yeah.
Well,
Man.
that's bombing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wouldn't you have to do the Nixon wave?
You're not going to have this comedian to kick around anymore.
I said the F word.
Sparrow made me do it.
They're dead set against the curse words, right?
Oh yeah. Well, on the
like,
family shows, yeah, I
family
actually
shows.
said the holy S word.
Oh.
And then I swear to God, I almost said OF. I just said S.
Here, yeah.
I am not that smart.
Naturally.
Did you get a talking to, or did it
No,
kind of go
I
into-
just blew past
Yeah,
it.
good.
You know, and I'm like, I'm not going to call attention to that. And I heard a lady in the back go, "Oh!"
It was shocked beyond belief.
Yeah.
She apparently doesn't have the internet yet. Okay. Well,
But I love telling kids to go sit in the lifeboat if I don't like them. You know what? Why don't you go sit in the lifeboat? That's funny.
That's good.
Somebody
do
brings
they
them
do a drill where you have to get into a lifeboat or anything?
No, they show you where they are, and you got to get your muster station and scan your card, and
Put a life vest on you.
yeah.
Do they have enough lifeboats for everybody?
They really do. They fit a few hundred people in each lifeboat, but I don't know how. But they are very big. I've kind of poked my head kind of near one. I'm like, oh, this is pretty big in here. And then sometimes you got to take a tender which is kind of sometimes a glorified lifeboat,
Right.
from the ship to the shore.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Because the ships can't get into port because it's not deep enough. Yeah.
Do you always get off the boat, or sometimes you stay on it? And
I usually get off. Sometimes I get off on the ship.
Jeffrey.
But I get off and then go to port, and sometimes I'll just I just want to walk around on
Yeah.
land
Yeah, yeah.
and then go back, because if you go back, everybody's gone. Nobody's in your way. There's a lot of me in my head yelling at people to get out of my way. Get out of my way. Right? There's a lot of it. I don't say it, but
Right.
Now, do you have people that you know that you see repeatedly? Are you on the same ship a lot?
Yeah, I'm on. For example, I was on Liberty for the last few weeks. I went home for a couple weeks, and then now I'm going back to Liberty for a week.
So,
and a half.
so you know a lot of the folks.
Yeah,
A lot of the
and
crew
it's-
is the same.
And
Yeah.
sometimes you go to like the theater, the backstage people. I see so many that I remember faces, but I can't always remember names. But they know me, and I'm like, I know you. But I don't remember your name. You're from the Philippines. I know that.
A lot of Filipinos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're hardworking people.
They are hardworking, and they're very nice people. I don't want to. Now I just sound like a racist.
Now, is it true that they all sing Journey songs when they do karaoke?
They all do.
That's a small town
And
girl.
they all want to be entertainers. That sounds like a generalization. That is true.
Do you share a room?
No, thank God.
okay.
I've been in a crew room a couple times, and
Playing poker?
Poker? Yeah, there you go.
yeah, I don't know what that means, but playing. Yeah, you go in the crew room, you go to the crew bedroom, and then they're not less frills.
Okay.
The showers are already small, but they're even smaller in a crew room.
Ooh.
And it's like I tell the people, don't we deserve an extra foot of space in the shower? Give me something. I at least want to put my elbows out. Let me know. Maybe I
anyone-
want a chicken dance in there. You know what I'm doing?
Does anyone ever talk about sinking?
Sometimes people joke about it, but never comics.
You're not allowed to do
allowed
a
to do
sinking.
that.
I don't want to.
No Titanic jokes.
I don't want to. Yeah. What do you think? I'm a hack or something?
Well, no, I just thought that.
No, and there's no. Do they do are all the shows so-called clean shows, or do they do a blue?
No, they do an adult show.
They do.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
You can curse during that.
Yep, I can curse, and I usually tell the crowd, and I name the curse words I can say, and I get to the one that starts with an F, and I go, the word, not the act of. If it's the act of, then I'm going to need a volunteer from the crowd.
Now, you have a show this Saturday in Columbus, Indiana at the Crump Theater.
Yeah.
Is that, do you curse normally in your shows, or are you kind of clean anyway?
No, I curse more now, I think, probably on stage than I have in years past. But we're going to do a matinee show, so that's clean. So that's for families, and then we're going to do an evening show, and that's going to be the regular stuff. And Chris Dugdale, he's the magician friend of mine, and he is fantastic. He's performed for the Queen and royalty, and
Wow.
he's really good.
Queen of England?
Yeah, the Queen of England.
Queen of England.
Yeah, right. He
Oh,
stood
yes.
right there at a grave.
Not a queen.
Not the Filipino head waiter.
Or the Queen
Hell in
of
the handbasket. The famous